Anambra hotel demolition, or rather demolished, after discovery of 30 graves, shrine, ammunition, and others. Something will happen. Men of the underworld are not sleeping. They are on the loose in all the whole regions of that contraption called Nigeria, both in the east, in the west, in the north, and also in the south. Dangers looms. Problem is preparing. I don't know how it is going to sound, but I can tell you, people, my dear people, that agwo no na akrika, according to our Igbo adage. But notwithstanding, let us read other headlines before we come back for more discussion. Enugu government ended reign of unknown gunmen. Monday sit at home. Ohaneze ndi beribe. Atiku Peter Obi mourn Enugu tanker explosion victims. 25 dead in Niger mining explosion suspect on the run. Is there any day you wake up in Nigeria or that contraption, that Niger company of the UK, you can ever hear good news? No, any day. Growing up as a child until to the age where I am today, there's no any day I woke up in that stupid country called Nigeria and hear any good news. That country, the spirit that is in that country forbids good news. That is why you see that the country can never prosper unless Biafra leave that very particular country, or rather a Niger company by the UK. Do not be offended by the kind of word I use on this message, but I can tell you that is the simple truth. Let us read this news for reading's sake. But my people, I have already known the headline of this message. Agwo Onakreka. 30 graves, shrine, ammunition in a hotel in Anambra State. And we claim we have government in place. We claim we have security. Who only busy looking for Yahoo boys? I saw one headline this morning where Nigerian, or rather Anambra State students or Oka University students are begging EFCC to forgive them. Nigeria, the Biafrans, the Igbos always play the victims. They always play the victim. They always play a kind of game that will make them to look like they are guilty. But they are the victims. They are not guilty. They're supposed to be the innocent and also the victims. But you are playing a game where you are letting them to know that whatever they bring onto you, that you are, that you are guilty of it. And that is why they are using the Biafrans to do whatever they like. Forgive you that somebody broke in my home at the wee hours of the morning, that particular morning, 3 a.m. Jump the fence. It's only criminals that jump fence. If you jump the fence in the afternoon time, whereby you are knocking on the gate man there, and you also, they saw you and know that you are EFCC and refuse to open the gate, then you can jump the fence. 3 a.m. Who does that? If not people that have ulterior motive. And when the guy was spied, now it become a national issue. Nobody even talking about that. Nobody even looking at the angle that what if that guy go, if those people go there and kill that guy, what will happen? EFCC or whatever they call them in that zoo have killed many people. They have wasted a lot of lives, all in the name of barging people into people's homes unannounced. And now the southeast, rather Oka students now saying they are pleading to forgive them. Now, hell, Ndibo. When I moved on too much, I beg, let me not continue talking, because the more I say this, the more I get angry in my spirit. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. Oh, make una hear the news in details. Now me that give on this news. Kulora one nation. The Anambra State Security Outfit Operation Udogachi, which was codenamed Agune Chamber, has demolished Udoka Golden Point Hotel and Suites, aka La Cruz Hotel, along Onisha Ore Road. According to the outfit, The hotel serves as a den of kidnappers and hideout for other criminals. A statement by the Anambra State New Media shared on X late Saturday night revealed that the hotel has well-partitioned graves of over 30 individuals on top of the two-story building, along with a shrine on top of the two-story building. Sahara Reporter reported on January 20 that the state newly launched security outfit Agone Chamber has successfully busted notorious kidnappers' hideout in Isiago, Oka South local government area. However, in a video clip seen by the Sahara Reporters on Sunday, the leader of the team is overheard saying they have their shrine and live cartridges and ammunition were recovered by the time we were removing the port. The port is presently at the SARS office in Okozo. The port has blood content and we have some live ammunition and cartridges that were recovered from there, and we have already moved them out and we have handed them over to the police at IRS in Okozo. They are currently with them. They kept it as evidence and also as exhibit, so you can see feathers. This thing, they built it on top of the hotel where they perform mostly the spiritual activities. The voice added, you can also see how well they petitioned graves of over 30 on the last floor with a shrine. When the Sahara Reporters contacted Mr. Christian Aborime, the chief press secretary to Governor Chukwumacha Soludo about the incident, he confirmed it. He said the demolition was carried out on Saturday by the state security outfit, Ago Nechemba. He said the hotel was destroyed because of investigations leading to that place as being the kidnappers' den. A lot of things were discovered there: graves, army uniform, life cartridges, and some like that. In short, after the hotel was brought down, the community people were happy because they had been complaining that every night they had gunshots there. You know, the people who should be giving the government information about these criminals' activities were afraid, because if you give a credible report, someone who knows you will say you are the one who told the police. But with this Homeland Security Law of 2025 now in place, and everything that the government has put in place, it will be much easier to get these criminals and flush them out of Anambra State. We are making serious progress, ridding the state of criminals, and we must commend this drastic action the government has taken. It is also yielding positive results. More buildings will be destroyed if there are links that they are connected with any kidnapping, robbery, and hired killers, especially kidnappings. The house will be brought down and the owner will be prosecuted, he added. Enugu government ended reign of unknown gunmen, Monday sit at home. Ohaneze, the stupid Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. They are not talking about the killings that is going on in Enugu Ezike, Ehamufu, and the rest of other provinces in those places. That Fulanis are running wild. But rather, what they are celebrating is the sit at home. What they are celebrating is the end of sit at home. You see them? The Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization Ohaneze Ndi Iberibe, Enugu State Chapter, says the Governor Peter Mbale's administration had brought to an end the ugly reign of unknown gunmen, as well as the regular Monday sit at home. Daily Post record that Governor Mba, in his first executive orders upon assumption office, declared that the regular sit at home observed on Mondays would no longer be tolerated. The government's action has seen normal activities return to the coal city on Mondays. In a statement on Sunday, signed by Dr. Oke Adeniyi and Right Honorable Bonaventure Ono, the President Ohaneze Ndi Fulani Enugu State Chapter and the Secretary respectively, they urge the public to ignore claims made by Ohaneze Youth Council. The group said the statement urging Governor Mba to prioritize security was ill-conceived and aimed at nothing than cloud chasing. For record purposes, prior to the Governor Mba's assumption of office, unknown gunmen have been ravaging and wreaking different degrees of havoc within the state and its environs, while unceremoniously declaring and disgranting Monday's sit-at-home day while exhibiting total ignorance of the devastating consequences and effects on socio-economic affairs of the state, the group stated. It, however, observed that under the current administration of Governor Mba, sit-at-home was fought to a stain and now is a thing of the past, as the government, in a collaboration with security agencies, have crushed the nation's Monday sit-at-home. They and the good people of Enugu can be seen enjoying their constitutional right of freedom movement unharassed and untraumatized. Indeed, normalcy has returned back to Enugu, and these facts and many more other facts are glaring and attested by Enugu. Therefore, no amount of propaganda and paid media publication from the Ohanaeze Youth Council could change this narrative and facts. It further identified the high-power CCTV cameras that had been deployed and installed in Enugu State, the state-of-the-art command and control center, and the 150 patrol vehicles fitted with AI-embedded surveillance cameras as major boost to security in Enugu State. Yet, our people are dying every day. Governor Mba has raised the bar very high on the issue of security, Ohanaeze noted. On the allegations that South East governors were sabotaging the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Igbo group remarked that Governor Mba has been a strong advocate for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the detention, and he has been working tirelessly in collaboration with other Southeast governors to secure a smooth release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Ohanaeze Youth Council should desist from making such unverifiable claims, as such may have the likelihood of damping the good spirit and efforts of the Southeast governors in their pursuit for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. It was all over the news that the judge concluded on Ohanaeze in the Fulani worldwide election of the National Executive that Governor Mba, while his address emphasized on the need to continue to engage the Fulani government toward the release of Nnamdi Kanu, they urged teeming youth and children to strive and engage their lives in something meaningful and eschew every urge of making inflammatory statements capable of causing unrest and panic in our land. The energy dissipated in making unfounded allegations could, if properly channeled, better their loads. Atiku and Peter Obi mourn Enugu tanker explosion victims. Former presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Labour Party, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi respectively, have consoled victims of Enugu tanker explosion. Nigeria News reported that the petrol tanker fell at Ugwu Onyema in Enugu North, Enugu State on Saturday, killing about 15 persons. They lied. Over 70 people have died. The former presidential candidate decried that the incident happened just a week after about 100 persons died from a scooping fuel from a fallen petrol tanker in Dato Junction in Suleja, Niger State. In his condolence messages on Saturday, former Vice President Atiku called for an inquiry into the occurring incident. Oh, they are not again. My thoughts and prayers are with the families and friends of all the victims in the fuel tanker explosion in Enugu State. May their souls find eternal rest. The incident of the tragic tanker explosion have reached emergency levels. It is time for the government to establish an inquiry into this issue, he said. While Peter Obi also at the same statement said and urged the government to prioritize security of lives and property by implementing measures that would mitigate the tragic incident. Exactly 1 week after a petrol tanker explosion in Niger killed nearly 100 persons and injured many, another explosion has been reported in Enugu, leaving 15 persons dead. The frequency of occurrence of these tragic incidents is very concerning. This month alone, there have been at least 3 of such devastating accidents across the country, resulting in the loss of precious lives and properties. We must begin to truly prioritize the safety and the security of lives and property by implementing measures that drastically mitigate the occurrence of these accidents, which have now become too many. We need to focus on fixing our existing roads, implementing strict road safety measures, and educating our people on observing the right protocols around the accident scenes, he said. According to P2B, I also sympathize with the government and people of Enugu State over this tragic occurrence. May God grant eternal rest to the dead and grant quick healing to the injured. May God grant us the fortitude to bear such irreparable loss, he added. Last but not least, another bad news. 25 dead in Niger mining explosion. Suspect is on the run. At least 25 people have been confirmed dead after a devastating explosion at a mining site in Sabon Pagi, Meshagu, local government area of Niger State, on Sunday. The explosion, which occurred in the early hours as miners resumed work, also left several others injured. Victims with varying degrees of injuries have been transported to hospitals in New Busa for treatment, while many remain missing, including women and children. The cause of the explosion has not been officially determined, but local sources believe it may have been triggered by explosives stored improperly near the mining site. One of the sources, Ahmed, who spoke with Vanguard, said the explosion occurred when the miners were just resuming work on morning. For now, the villagers are afraid to go close to the area for fear of what could happen next, because we are suspecting that more explosives could detonate at the site. According to reports, a man identified as Yusua, who is based in New Busa, allegedly stored the explosives in his uncle's house, which also served as a shop in Sabon Pigi. The device reportedly detonated, causing the disaster. Yusua is currently on the run. The explosive destroyed numerous residential buildings and shops in the village, reducing them to rubble. Residents continue to search for more bodies, fear that victims may still be buried under the debris. Illegal mining activities have been reported in the area for a very long time, raising concerns about the safety practices and regulatory oversight. In Niger State Police Command, through its spokesperson, Superintendent of Police Wasiu Abiodun confirmed that dynamite could cause the explosion. In a statement, the command revealed the explosions of dynamite occurred in densely populated residential areas in Sabon Pigi, Mashago local government area. On Sunday, the suspected dynamites were stored in a residential house by one Yesua for a purported mining activity. The statement added, the explosion led to the unfortunate death of one Fatima Sadauki, while 6 others were injured and taken to General Hospital, Kanji, New Busa, for medical attention. The incident affected about 12 houses in that particular area. The Commissioner of Police, Niger State Command, CP Shawulu Ebenezer Danaman, has ordered an investigation into the incidents. Efforts are underway to locate the suspect, Yeshua, while the area has been cordoned off and normalcy has been restored to the area. Then what happened to people's building who lost their lives and other things? The government, you're on your own. The only country, they will tell you investigation is going on. Your case has been forgotten for life. You can die and go to hell. They don't even care. In the country that only what they record is the high level of bad news. Anything that got to do with good news, my dear, minus the country from it. They are not interested. There was a country according to Chinua Achebe. My people, I beg now here we will take back break and I go hear our voice again. We will come back. Make sure you like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. My name is still Amen Okurola, Keys in Asia, bringing you this very, very important information to your doorstep. like and make sure this video got enough share. Que mesiano.